agreement. Noakip Kimboy, KTN News.
All right, and picking up from where that story left off now, the Parliamentary Departmental Committee on Energy today summoned Energy CS Davis Chirchir to shed light on the government-to-government deal. KTN's Noakip Kimboy joins us live with the committee chair and Mwala MP Vincent Musau. Noah, good afternoon.
Indeed, the issue about the government-to-government framework of oil importation is one that is of importance at this time, since the government has said that starting next month, this will be the framework of getting oil into the country. And they're saying the issue is not per se the oil, but solving a larger macroeconomic issue in regards to the availability of the dollar. And today we saw actually the Energy Cabinet Secretary Davis Chirchir appearing before the Committee on Energy, that is at the National Assembly. Right now I'm joined by the chair of that particular committee, Vincent Musau. Thank you very much, sir, for talking to us. I know there are quite a number of concerns when the CS was appearing before the committee. What was the biggest concerns from the committee's perspective?
The committee oversights the ministry on all matters, both the State Department for Energy and Petroleum. And we asked the CS to appear before us together with this team, the PS for Petroleum and also EPRA, in view of taking us through why the government feels it's important to move from the OTS, open tender system, which has been in place since 2005, to the new arrangement or framework, which is G2G, or government to government. And we wanted to understand as well the implications of the G2G. Do we expect to see higher prices in the pump? And what guarantees do we have that we also have, even currently and going forward, that we have enough supplies of oil? So this is driven by the understanding that we also understand how the market is and what is happening currently. Okay. The problem we have, while it is not the oil itself, we understand the system that has been in place. The OTS system has been working okay. We've not had major problems with that particular framework, but running into some challenges where now, if we do not do something, then we do not have enough dollar supply. So we will have the oil in Mombasa, but we can't pay because we don't have money, but we don't have money in dollar form. Okay. And now, then that means that we are likely to have fuel shortage if we do not address the issue of the dollars.
Okay. From majority of Kenyans, they're saying, okay, you'll import fuel on credit. Is this postponing a problem? And from your interrogation and engagement with the CS, did he say this eventually will catch up with us, or how do you mitigate this issue of postponing a current problem by, importing on credit?
That's why I told the CS they need to have a strategy, and a very strong strategy, because there is something that brought us to where we are. We are in this particular dollar shortage because something happened, because in the past there was a time when we had plenty of dollar supply. Now there are market forces, of course, which are international, which affect the issue of the dollar. But we believe that this should be some time you buy to come up with a plan to enhance your dollar reserves. Otherwise, if we do not work around the 6 or so months, you only have the latitude to work around the dollar issues within the first credit period you've been given. Because you see now, if you've been given, if you are going to buy oil on credit and you are given a grace period of 6 months, then what happens after 6 months? After those 6 months, you start paying. Now, we will expect that when you start paying, you'll also be paying monthly like we are doing now. We are now paying monthly and we are in that dollar shortage. So what is it that the ministry is trying to do? It's saying, look, we have no dollars, but given 6 months, we can try to work around the reserves. so that now, 6 months down the line, when we start paying and even paying monthly, at least we are also working around the reserves that we have. We also sell, there are countries that are also getting oil from us through our pipeline, and we are not extending the credit terms to them. So that means now, then if we sell 30% of what we pass through our pipeline, and they pay us in dollar form. Within these 6 months, they can accumulate those the much they're paying in dollar. To us, we have a bigger reserve, so that now when we start paying again monthly, there's already some dollar reserve that we can work in around. Okay. But again, of course, depending on how much we are able to collect within those 6 months, then the question that begs is then what really have we raised enough dollar reserves within 6 months to give us a surety that going forward, then will not exhaust the reserve and get into the similar problems. Okay. The other issue, of course, of interest to the committee is that nobody extends credit terms without a cost. So the question is, if we've been buying oil from oil marketers at this particular price through the open tender system, we've been receiving bids. And these bids, the international oil prices are already known. You only put a markup and the freight. These people compete on only what we call the freight and profit, which is your premium that you want to make. Now the question is, compared to the OTS that we've been using and the current bids that we've received from government to government, how do they compare? So that's